5 leaders from Empower Network there in Miami, and we were all under NDA stuff. But I just want to share with you guys this, man. Listen, guys, folks. Today, right now, is the time for you to engineer something massive, something just, that it's going to be a huge explosion in the industry. It's going to be a huge buzz. It's going to be a huge boom. It's going to be, I think every single entrepreneur is going to hear about it. I think every single marketer will see it. It's going to be giant, all right? And so what we can do right now, okay, you and me, guys, what we can do right now, not what I want to do for you tonight, okay, folks, is I want to share with you some things that will help you orchestrate, okay, just a giant promotion. And then what we're gonna do is, I had this idea a little bit earlier, actually today, this morning. I thought, what can we do from our side, right? What can I do from my side to help you guys out, okay? And so I have some ideas I want to share with you guys. So tonight's webinar is going to be, we're going to be scheming, all right, guys? We're going to be scheming. You and I, we're going to be scheming, and then I'll lay out a plan that we're going to take here that I believe will help many of you guys. Okay, many of you. If you're going to be smart enough to listen and actually do what I'm going to tell you tonight on the webinar, folks, I believe you will have an explosion in your business. When Ian V2 comes out, next month. But we're gonna utilize this opportunity right now, this time, between now and the pre-launch of Empower Network, to get you as many people in your downline as possible, okay, for you, so that when that launches, man, it's gonna be a huge boom in your business, okay. Second thing is this, folks. We are told you about this last week for the independent autoresponder sequence for GetResponse for your follow-up messages. Okay, so Paul is saying that he is on the webinar. Cool, brother, gotcha. Jonathan Otto, who is our video guy, he does all the videos. We have 18 separate follow-up emails with call to actions in them. Okay, very subtle stuff, but it's very strategic, really cool stuff. Jonathan Otto, he actually went back to Australia, and he is working on the some of the videos that were shot in Miami and some of the videos that were shot in Hawaii for a case study. So there's quite a few of you guys. Like, I think he's got 13 or 15 somewhere in there videos that were shot specifically as case studies that will be used in the follow-up sequences, okay, as default. It's going to be good. What I did is I looked at the current the sequence that we have right now, and if you guys can believe this, and it fires me up, because I know that this is, everything comes together for just perfect timing, So I've looked and the call to action currently that we have right now, okay, is not nearly as strong as we're gonna make it. Okay, which is a good thing. Okay, which is a good thing. We don't want to be pushy, but it's a good thing. All right. What we have, what we're gonna do here together. Okay, you and me and everybody here on this webinar, everybody involved. We're gonna do this as a group, folks. What we're gonna do here, starting next week, I think is gonna bring the entire, your team is gonna, if you don't have a team right now, I think it's going to help you build a big team. I think, right? But if you're gonna do certain things, I'm gonna show you on this webinar tonight. Okay, so I'm excited about that, but our call to action in our follow-up series is going to be a lot stronger. So I know that a lot of you guys are going to be making even more money, and the fact that we're going to detach this from the API. Okay, I forgot what it was called, from the API with Empower Network. So everything is still going to work the same for you, but the thing is, you will have full control, and I told you guys this over the last probably about 2 weeks or so. You'll have full control over your follow-up messages. There will be 18 preloaded, 18 by default preloaded messages with call to actions being about, if there's 18, there's probably at least 10 emails with very strong call to actions with deadlines. So I think that's going to really help you guys. But the cool thing with that is you'll have total full control with that. Jonathan Otto is back into Australia now, and so he should have those things ready for us. I'll say today's Tuesday. I was hoping we could get it done. We could have it ready before the before today's webinar. It's going to happen. I'm 95% positive, folks. It's going to be happening sometime this week. Okay, so we'll have those preloaded. As soon as we have those preloaded, you will have a campaign code, right, that you'll be able to just enter into your GetResponse account, and it's going to preload all the messages for you, and you'll be detached from the API as far as the autoresponders are concerned. So you'll have independent series going out just from you. You can tweak it however you want. You will have default messages preloaded. If you want to keep those, great. If you want to tweak those, whatever. If you're doing your own, Hangouts or whatever the case is, those will not be interfering with whatever else you want to do out there. Okay, so it's going to be really cool. Another thing is new funnels. New funnels we have the landing pages ready. We have the most of the stuff ready for it. The only thing that's not ready for the funnels is the actual sales video, the sales funnel. The video sales letter, really. And the reason that I did not want to kind of rush with that is because I wanted to see what hook and what angle Empower Network is going to take with their promotion of Empower Network 2.0 launch. And so that we can kind of be somewhat in the same category, if you will. So we don't, we wouldn't be too far. Our hook wouldn't be too out of line with what they're doing. Okay. So now that I'm back from Miami, got back last weekend. I know exactly what their hook is going to be. So I'm starting to work on those videos this week. So we should have those ready for all of us. Okay. Cool. Another thing is this. You guys remember we had $35,000, $30,000, and $10,000 co-ops. Okay. 107,000 clicks altogether is altogether for those 3 co-ops, and if you're in that, you know who you are. If you're not, don't email support, because we're not gonna I don't want them to be swamped with answering questions like, hey, am I in a co-op? If you're in a co-op, you know who you are and you're gonna be there. You're in there. Okay, so don't worry about it. But this is only pertaining to those of you guys who are in the co-op. So the co-op, let's see, what's the date? 8/27 through 9/27. Actually, the co-op is going to end on 9/27. It started 8/27, which is today. Okay, so you guys should be, there was 107,000 clicks that we ordered, and I dropped a nice chunk of change to the vendors and brokers. So we're getting traffic from 3 different sources, and they're all good clicks. So that stuff should be good, but it's going to be, just keep in mind, it's going to be running for about a month. Okay, to get all those clicks through, it's going to be running for about a month. What I wanted to do before I will go into the, and I can kind of explain to you guys, here's what I want to do tonight. Okay, when you guys are listening to me tonight, I want you to pay very close attention in 2 areas. Okay, number 1, I'm going to walk you through on how I personally orchestrate and engineer a promotion. I call it explosion in my business. Okay, so if you want to model this, okay, it's going to be a perfect example for you to model after. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through this. There's like five steps of actually engineering a huge promotion in your business and making it effective. So kind of take notes as I'm walking you through this. Okay, take notes and write some things down, because it will help you in your business. Okay, now you are, and I wanna open this up back, open this back up to the for chat, and let me know, folks, when you can type. Let me know how many of you are just brand new and you are just getting started. Give me a quick Y if you would. If you are just getting started, I just want to get a feel of the crowd that we have here tonight. As soon as you can type, give me a quick Y if you are just getting started within the last week with us. Okay, give me a quick Y if that's you. But I want you guys to realize this, okay? Quite a few of you, okay? Just getting started, okay? First week, okay? A lot of you guys, okay, awesome. Folks, first of all, welcome, okay? Welcome. I guess I should have probably said this in the beginning of the webinar. Wow, there's a lot of you guys. Look at there. Look at that. Okay, brand new, and you guys are on the webinar, meaning that means that you need to be at least silver member to be here. Okay, cool stuff. When you, especially in this business, folks, okay, I want you folks to understand this very, very clearly. Okay, this one thing. Okay, you're not here to make a quick buck. Okay, you're not, just say this to yourself, say, I'm not here to make a quick buck. Okay, you're not here to make a quick buck. If you want to have a long-term successful business, it cannot be about making a quick buck. Okay, so you need to, with that in mind, that you're not here to make a quick buck, you need to see yourself, and it might be hard in the beginning, but you need to see yourself, okay, as someone who's going to step up, and you will have a giant organization with you. Okay, if you're here with kind of like, you know, the mindset of, hey, I'm just gonna play around with this thing, you know, dip my toes in the water, see what happens, you will probably not have a long-term successful business. Okay. Now, when I was just getting started in the industry, you know, my mentor, the guy who was a veteran in this industry, one of them, okay, he said, Vic, you will never build a long-term successful business if you're just going to focus on the money and on the, you know, on the quick buck that you can make, you know, with promoting whatever you want to promote. Okay, so what I want to talk to you guys here for just a moment here. Okay, so I'm not going to close the chat, because I do want to ask you a couple questions to some of you guys. Okay, so if you don't have, you know, if you don't have anything, guys, let's do this. Okay, let's stop chatting right now. Okay, let's stop chatting right now, and then I'm gonna let you know when you guys can start chatting. Okay, well, I ask you a question, then you can start chatting. I don't want this to be a distraction, but I don't want to close this at this moment. Okay, I'll close it a little bit later. But there's a couple things, couple ideas, couple strategies, couple things that, you know, folks, that allowed me to build and take my business to where it's at right now. Okay, just like everybody else, guys, I started out from zero. Okay, you started out from zero, I started out from zero, we all start out from zero. Okay, you just need to realize that. Don't ever think that, you know, if you look at somebody who's successful, don't ever think that, well, you know, they're lucky because they got a list, they got, you know, resources, they got money, they got, you know, whatever. There's some kind of special knowledge, there's some kind of special people. No, you know, that's not the case. We all start out exactly the same. We all start out from zero. Okay, everybody. I don't know anyone, you know, anybody in a Power Network, anybody in Big Idea Mastermind who came with this, you know, who somehow was born into the family of success, and, you know, they didn't have to struggle, they didn't have to go through any, you know, turbulences in their lives, who just, you know, everything kind of landed in their lap, right? It doesn't work. Okay, so folks, there were a few lessons that I learned in business, okay, that allowed me to engineer, you know, promotion after promotion after promotion. And when I understood how to do that, right, I understood how to do that, that resonated with people. Okay, so if you're taking notes tonight, here's what I want you to write down. Okay, I want you to write down this. You want to resonate with people. Okay, you want to resonate with people. Anything that you do in this business, anything that you, you know, when you write a solo ad, when you write a, you know, a flyer, when you write, you know, a PPC ad or whatever, okay, any type of promotion that you do, okay, any type of email that you send out there, you need to consciously, you need to think, how can I resonate with people? Here's something to think about. Okay, when you are starting to write whatever it is that you're writing, okay? An email to your list, an email to your prospects, to your members, an ad, all right, doesn't matter. Assume, okay, assume that those people, they absolutely don't care about you, okay? And your challenge is this: how can you make them interested in looking at what you have to tell them? Okay? Assume, all right? Assume they don't care about you. They absolutely don't care about you. They don't care about your stuff. How can you make them interested in what you tell them? Okay? And you know what I found out over the years is people don't care about you. People don't care about me. All right? People don't care about the program. People don't care about nothing. They care about, anybody can tell me? What do people care about? Guys, exactly. Patrick, people care about themselves. Okay? Now, here's something very interesting though. Okay? A lot of marketers, we don't, we understand that. Okay? But we don't implement that in our marketing, do we? Okay? Give you an example. I like to kind of take a look at what ads people write, right? What subject lines people write and things like that, and what people post on. Once in a great while, I just kind of sit back and do nothing but just dedicate like an hour or like 90 minutes, and just kind of go through like Facebook ads, because me as a marketer, right? I always have this, the eye of a marketer, right? Same thing for you. You need to develop this eye of a marketer. Okay, when I'm out and about, folks, when I'm driving on the street, when I'm in an airplane, when I'm flipping through Sky Mall magazine or whatever, right? When I'm at the airports, when I'm traveling, when I'm in a different state, when I'm in different events, different places, whatever, anywhere I go, right? I always consciously pay attention. Okay, I pay attention to the headlines. I pay attention to what gets my attention. Okay, I just landed, we just had a Las Vegas workshop in Las Vegas, right? The hush hush secrets of the ultra wealthy. And as you come down the escalators at the Las Vegas airport, right? There's a whole bunch of, in Las Vegas itself, I mean, just one big advertising spot. I mean, there's just banners everywhere, especially on this, the strip and the airport. I mean, you just land there, it's just like ads everywhere you see is, everywhere you look is just advertisement, right? Perfect opportunity to get some ideas, right? How many of you guys that went to Vegas, how many of you guys got at least one idea that you can use for your business? Okay, I got some ideas too, so as a marketer, you always want to fish for ideas. Somebody just came to me or Skyped me today, and they're like, Vic, how can you help me? Can you help me write write an advertisement? How can I get better at writing an ad? A solo ad, right? And the easiest thing for you guys to do is this. And I told them, I said, look, opt into 3, 4, 5 different marketers lists, good marketers, okay, not the junk peddlers, not the hey, give me 37, but good marketers, Frank Kern, Ryan Dice. I mean, there's quite a few of the good ones out there, right? Brandon Burchard. And take a look at how they write emails. Okay, they would. Okay, take a look at how they write emails. Okay, good idea. And so what you do as a marketer is you create yourself a swipe file. You create yourself a swipe file of ideas, okay, of subject lines, of emails that you can later go to, right? And if you need to write a headline, if you need to write an email, you can go back to that swipe file that you created, right? And you always add more stuff to it, right? Almost you add it on an ongoing basis, right? And so if you need to write a solo ad, for example, you can always go back through there and you can just go through the good ideas that caught your attention. So here's what I do, right? And I just create a separate email account, just a junk email account, and I just opt in. I use that email, not your real one, not your actual email where not your primary email. Okay, but the email that you can, it's like a junk email. I mean, it's like a promotions email, right? And you just opt into all these marketers lists, and so you get promotions from them, you get emails from them, and then so you maybe spend like 30 minutes a day or every couple of days or whatever, right? You go through the email and you just take a look, just kind of skim through the subject lines. Whatever gets your attention, that goes into my swipe file. Okay, that headline, that email. If there is a sentence in an email that I go like, wow, I'm actually curious about that. What I do is as I copy it, I put it in my swipe file. Later, when you write your ads, right, when you get this, see, this has to become your habit. Okay, this has to turn into a habit. It has to be like, I got my phone with me all the time, right? So if I come across, like if I'm even on the phone, I'm traveling or whatever, and I check my spam, this junk email account, right? And something catches my attention, I just do a screenshot, boom, do a screenshot, and then that goes into my swipe file as well, right? So later, before you write an ad or whatever, you just kind of go through that and you get inspirational ideas, right? You get your mind going. Folks, that's how you become better as a marketer. Okay, that's how you become better as a marketer. And I cannot tell you one strategy. I cannot tell you, just take this subject line and use it, guys, because 700 people that are listening to my voice tonight will take that one subject line and it's going to get saturated, it's going to get dominated all over the place, okay? But you as a marketer, when you have this mentality, this eye of a marketer, this mindset that you're always on a lookout, you always have your eyes open for ideas, right? You create your own thing, right? You create your own swipes. Does that make sense? So you get really, really good at that. And then what you do, right? And then you have, when we talk about engineering, an explosion in your business, which I'm going to get to here in a moment, you will have a really cool, you'll have something that you can go through and pull out. Now, what I want to do right now, folks, is I actually want to bring some people who are in the 30 days to 10K program. If you guys are in a 30 days to 10K program, give me a quick why if you are able to talk and if you have a webcam with you. Okay? I see Tony Profit, I see Carlos, I see Tran. Okay. I wanna get you guys on here. I wanna ask you guys a few questions, okay? And I'm doing this for a reason, okay? Because here's something else, my friend. You never engineer a promotion that's going to be successful, and you will never engineer a series of promotions that are going to be successful for you, and you will never build yourself a solid, sustainable business if you don't understand the laws of success. Okay? There are certain laws that if you just follow those laws, you will be successful, and if you go against those laws, you will fail. Okay? Very, very important, especially in our business. Okay? Do you guys, and again, we're all familiar with, whatever, the gravity, right? The sowing and reaping. We got a lot of corn here in South Dakota, right? The farmers, they sow corn, and they reap corn, right? Same thing. When it comes to success, there are certain laws that you need to understand, okay? And so, yeah, Born Rich is phenomenal, isn't it, Judy? Okay? I want to actually take about maybe 10 minutes, okay? If we can go through this in about 10 minutes, because you will see why I'm doing this at the end of this webinar, okay? I want to talk to, let's see, let me bring Tony Profit here. Mr. Tony, I didn't speak to you for a while. Let me find you here. Tony, where are you? ST. There you are. All right, Mr. Tony, let me see. I'll just bring some people here. Let's see, who else? Chris Bridmore. Let me find you, buddy. Chris. There you go. Just make you guys presenters, and then we'll just talk. I wanna ask you guys some things. I guess Carrie. There was a bunch of you guys, right? Carrie. What's up, Tony? Can you hear me, brother? Actually, Tony Profit, if you can go ahead and unmute your microphone at the top there so we can hear you. Hold on one sec.
Oh, sorry about that. I forgot to turn the microphone on.
There you go. I can hear you now. How are you, bro?
I'm doing awesome, Vic. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing awesome, bro.
Let me turn the light on so you can see me.
I'm having a hard time seeing you. I don't know if it's lighting or something.
All right, hang on a second. I'm on my iPad, so it's a little dark.
You are on your iPad?
Oh, man. Oh, it would help if I turn the camera around.
Hopefully, man, if you, as long as we can hear you, that's good, man. It would be nice to see you, too.
I know, I don't know how to turn my camera around. It's on my iPad. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this.
No problem. Hey, man, are you the 30-day program right now?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
What
yeah,
day are you on?
I'm on day 8 right now.
You're on day 8. Okay, so you kind of keep it down. Okay, cool. Tony, I wanted to, when did you get introduced to the, to what we do, to like our work?
To marketing online?
Yeah, mastermind. I know we had something similar with the do you go back that far, or did you just start with the BWA mastermind recently?
Yeah, I had your global success stuff too.
Okay. Okay. So that wasn't anything new to you, right?
No.
Okay.
See, the thing is, I've always learned from my mentors back, from years. I haven't punched the clock since '97, so I've always learned that you have to study, you have to read, and you have to, you have to make sure that you read, and you have to listen to audios, and that's always been a habit for me. I'm not really one to watch a lot of TV, so, when I'm not watching TV, then I read a book or something like that. So since I don't watch TV, that's all I always do. And yeah, so it's been something you've always taught me, and I've always learned that from Global Success. And I didn't get into the HTA, but I was in Global Success, and that was a few years ago.
Okay, cool. Somebody said that I was echoing.
Yeah, for some reason you go in and out. Some reason you go in and out here.
Okay, hold on. I'm not sure why this echoing thing is going on.
I don't know. I turned my iPad around. I don't know if you can see me though.
Oh, the echo is from Tony? They're saying echo is from
It's from me? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm on my iPad.
Hey, bro. Here's what I want to talk to you, man. Share your experience with me. To talk to you guys. Those of you guys who actually go through the program, share your experience with me. How this impacts. Did this impact your performance as a marketer, your life as a man of, as a human being? How this affect you as a person?
It's tremendous. It's tremendous because when you seriously, can you hear me, Vic? Because I really would like to share this.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I can hear you perfectly.
All right. I'm trying to speak into my speak into my microphone here on my iPad, and I apologize because I really don't know how to use this thing. But I'm really glad, and I was really ecstatic when I saw how you were starting out the process, and when you did day 1, and I saw the way you were going, I was like, wow, this is really cool how he's doing this. Because the way you're laying the foundation, it would be a really sad day in someone's business and someone's life, Vic, if they ignored the process that you're taking us through. I understand, because of being a marketer and being in business for myself for many years since '97, I understand how important, and I learned this back in my Amway days, how important it is to work on yourself first. And what I, and some people probably don't, for those that aren't believers and stuff like that, they probably see the born rich stuff, and they see how they, so in some instances, they speak of God and they speak of this and they speak of that. And I would say to that person to not turn it off. If they could just maybe, I don't know, cover their ears or whatever, if they don't want to hear that, but look past that. The way you're laying out the program and how it's going from day one up until some people are on day 7, some on day 8, and the way you're going through that process, it's extremely vital for that person who really wants true success to the levels of your success, Vic, and to Dave's success and all the other folks on Miles and Paulo and Paul and all these folks and all these guys that are having awesome success. In order to have that level of success, you really, and I always said it, I said this to Miles one time, we had a Google Hangout. I said, Miles, the most important piece of real estate that I've ever bought in my life, and I didn't flip it. It's the one that I kept, and it's 6 inches of real estate between my ears. I'll never sell that. I'll never flip it. It's a piece of real estate that I'm glad that I learned how to obtain and keep it strong. And that's the key. That's what I'm learning with this 30 days to 10K. For me, I think it's 30 days to $1 million. But, because to me, money, it's not the tangible money, the dollar. I believe it's the tangible 30 days to 10K in your mind, because that's where it all begins. The journey starts in your mind and it ends in your mind. You know what I'm saying, Vic? Did you hear what I was saying? Oh, wow. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, man. I had my.
Oh, okay. So I'll mute. Okay. Did you hear everything I said then?
I heard. Yes, I heard.
Okay.
You probably use something. If you have a headset that.
Okay. I'll run up to my office. Give me 1 second. Hopefully I can get in to the room.
All right, I'm gonna mute Tony for just a second here. We got Paul Munson in the house. Paul, can you talk? Paul Munson. Grab the microphone real quick, bro, if you can. Mustafa, Christopher, if you guys can go ahead and grab the microphone.
Hey. I got it now.
Okay. Yeah, man, I think Tony's still echoing. Paul Munson, you in the house, bro? Chris, Bredamore. Bredamore. I'm sorry, I'm butchering your name, brother. Christopher Bredamore. If you want to grab the microphone, man, I want to talk to you as well. Tony's gonna come back. He just, he's just getting a headset.
Yeah.
When you're back, Tony, just let me know.
Trying to grab it. I think it's appearing next to my icon.
All right, Chris, is that you? What you need to do is at the top of the at the top there is a microphone button. Just go ahead and hit that.
Okay. Can you hear me?
There you go. Yeah, I can hear you now. How are you, Chris?
Doing good.
How's life, brotherhood? How's business going?
It's going well. It's actually doing pretty well so far.
Yeah. You are now. We never. I don't know if we actually met in person. I think this is like the first time, if I'm not mistaken, that I'm actually even speaking to you live in person. What share your experience, brother, with like 30-day program. What are you taking out of it? What are your thoughts on that? And what are you, especially for the for the probably first 5 to 8 days of the program? How is that impacting you? What are you?
Okay. So with the 30 to 10K program, I've actually gained a lot so far. I've actually gone through the second time because I slacked off for a day because I sort of lost focus. So, but other than that, I'm really taking in a lot from it. Just getting into the personal goal setting and getting into a rhythm for staying focused and having actually an intended goal you want to achieve. So right now I'm on day 4. Yeah, day 4, and I'm just starting to try to get to day 5 to get to that. Actually, yeah.
You're starting day 5. How does I wanna know if, and again, if this is applicable to you right now or not. But how are you seeing are you seeing changes? I mean, day 5 is you're far enough in the program to where you can say, are you seeing changes in the results that you're getting from the program as far as tangible and intangible?
Right now, what I'm gaining from it is just being able to set a track on how to promote yourself more effectively through email and Facebook ads and other tactics you might be using. And so far it's working well, and I'm trying to just take that up to a higher level, see what kind of an effect that will have, see how much more exposure I can get out of it.
Awesome.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Cool, man. Tony Prophet, you're back, bro. Tony Prophet, if you want to grab the microphone again, as well. Also, Paul Monson, if you're in the house, Mustafa, if you want to grab the microphone, that'd be good. Paul Olefarenko, I also made you a presenter, brother, but you just came back to the States, so you did not have a chance to to go through the program yet, but you will. I want to know this, guys. Okay, so for those of you guys who can grab the microphone up at the top, I want to know this. Number 1, how is this impacting your personal life? Number 2, how is this impacting your business so far? Because what we're going to do for the rest of this webinar is I'm going to lay out a plan for how to orchestrate something phenomenal in your business. Okay, and this stuff is going to be important. Okay. Mustafa was saying. Looks like Mustafa was trying to talk. Paul Monson.
Hello?
Yeah, who is this?
Hey, what's up, Vic? It's Paul. Monson.
Hey, man. Good to hear your voice, bro. How
Can you
are
hear me good?
I can hear you good.
Dude, fantastic.
How's
So,
are you there with your brother? You guys hanging out, or are you here in the States?
I'm in San Diego right now. He's in Hawaii still. So, no, I'm not with him right now.
Okay, cool. Hey, brother, are you what's your experience with the 30-day program?
So far, it's been awesome, man. I really love, what you're doing with that. I'm actually on day 4, and I think it's really cool. It's a good way for, for you not to get overwhelmed each day and just kind of work on some, basic things and stay focused on those, instead of, skipping all over the place and trying to do too much at once. So, and also with like, reading the books and stuff like that, I've never, I used to just wake up and, just jump right on the computer and start, doing stuff instead of, you know, starting the day reading a book and doing that, which has really helped me kind of, start the day off in a better way. So I'm on day 4. I'm pretty excited and definitely learning some new things that I actually haven't implemented into my business yet. So, and also I have 2 people, they just went to the platinum level that they're brand new pretty much to internet marketing, and they're getting a lot out of this program as well. And I'm just really excited with what you're doing with this program. I think it's awesome.
Cool. I'm glad to hear that, brother. Glad to hear that. You and Steven, that you guys are crushing it, I hear. You going to the you gonna be in Anaheim?
Oh yeah, Anaheim and Orlando.
Okay.
We're gonna do something big in Orlando, so that's where we grew up. So we got something special planned for that for the team.
Cool, brother. Cool. Awesome. I think what we're gonna do, guys, is we're just gonna go ahead and move on, because I don't know, people that my presenters, they're either not grabbing the microphones or don't know how to grab the microphone. So we're just gonna move on. Here's what I'll tell you, folks. Okay. When we are standing right now in front of a door that's about to open, okay, with Empower Network launching their version 2.0, if there is one thing that I can give you tonight that can help you take your business to the next level, I'm going to give you several things, okay? It would be this, okay? Folks, write this down, okay? If you're taking notes, write this down. I want to teach you guys how to capitalize on what's about to happen with Empower Network, and how to use this launch for how to position yourself, okay? A lot of people ask me, Vic, how did you orchestrate Big Idea Mastermind? How did you do that, okay? You, right now, listening to my voice, regardless of your current situation, really, okay, guys, you have an opportunity to, I would say this, if somebody is just starting out, the reason I ask you guys, how many of you guys just started with us, okay, like a week ago or whatever, is because even a brand new person, okay, even a brand new person, with what we're gonna do here, starting tonight, this week, and then also next week, okay, all of us together, I believe even a brand new person can go out there, right, and position themselves so that when Empower Network launches, I think every one of you guys, every one of you, I'm going to repeat it, every one of you guys listening to my voice tonight, because we are one team, okay, every one of you can have a $20,000 week with Empower Network. That's how big this thing is going to be, guys, okay? So if you want to, to position yourself to have, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 week, okay? Now, can I promise this? Can I guarantee this? No, okay? I cannot guarantee anything. I cannot guarantee you're going to wake up tomorrow, okay? I can't guarantee I'm going to wake up tomorrow, right? We don't have guarantees in life. But here's what I think is going to happen, okay? When you do what I'm going to tell you tonight, when you do what I'm going to tell you over the next 2 weeks, okay, I believe, folks, that coming launch date of Empower Network ENV2, okay, now you will be making money, obviously, you know, in the meantime. You will be making money, and you know, with what we're going to do here starting next week, really, and also this week. But when Empower Network launches, when they go into a pre-launch mode, and then when they launch, I believe that we're going to instantly become the number one, the richest team in Empower Network. Okay, you guys will be the richest group in Empower Network when that launches. Okay, got a few ideas. I think we can help you with that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So how do you engineer an explosion? How do you engineer this promotion that's going to just catapult your business to the next level? Okay, here's how you do it. Step number one is you need to really understand, you need to have, you know, you need to have the reason. You need to have the reason why you're going to do it. Okay, guys? You need to have the reason why you're going to do it. Okay? Now, your reason can be, you know, I want to make I want to make $10,000, I want to make $5,000, I want to make $50,000, whatever the case is, right? That's the reason, but that's a surface reason. Okay? I want you guys to hear me out, because I'm about to alter some of you guys' businesses forever, okay, forever, because you can use this model over and over and over again, and it works every single time for me. It works every single time for other people who are using it, okay, and I think it's going to work for you as well, okay, although I can't promise you, but I think it's going to work for you if you follow and do what I'm going to tell you right now, okay. So number one is the reason. Now, here's what I mean by having a reason why you're going to do this. Why do you want to explode your business? Why do you want to do this? Okay. Well, I believe that before we can talk about, you know, setting up an actual plan, all right, an actual plan of attack, if you will, you know, an actual like, you know, break it down. Okay, here's what we're going to do to, you know, the schedule, right? The schedule of a launch, because what we're going to do really is we're going to orchestrate a mini launch, like a launch within a launch, okay, if you will, which is awesome. And you know, even if you don't have any experience in marketing, whatever, you can still do this. It works for virtually everybody, okay. But the key person in this, your success is going to depend on you. Okay, the success ultimately is going to come down to the person who is behind this you know, agenda, okay, who is behind this promotion, okay, which is you, okay, myself. But I want to do this together with you, okay. I want to help you, because my goal from the very beginning of Empower Network, from the very beginning when we first got started with Empower Network with Big Idea, is to create the richest group in not only in Empower Network, but in the industry period, okay. Now, that's why, you know, we're doing the 30 days to 10K program, okay. That's why the program, the reason that program is there is because, you know, guys, you're listening to my voice tonight, folks. You know, you have a potential. You have right in your fingertips. You have a potential. You have an opportunity right here. It's right in front of you, okay, to earn whatever income you want to earn, whatever income. There is no ceiling. If you can imagine that, there is no ceiling. There is no ceiling, okay. There is absolutely no ceiling in your income, which you can earn here, okay. But you need to become the person worthy of that, okay. You need to become a person worthy of earning, whether it's 20,000 a day, whether it's 20,000 a week, 20,000 a month, or it's 200,000 a day or 200,000 a month, okay. We all have the same potential, okay. Now, how do you become worthy of that? You become worthy of that by, first of all, folks, I can tell you this, and if I could just, you know, for those of you guys who are going through the 30-day program, okay, the marketing pieces, the 30-day program consists of 3 components, okay, 3 phases. Phase 1 is days 1 through 10. Phase 2 is day 11 through 20. Phase 3 is day 21 through 30, okay? Now, every phase has a marketing component to it, and it has a personal development component to it, to where it helps you grow as a person. It helps you become and raise yourself and elevate yourself to the level that you know where you're going to be actually where you are worthy of the success that you're seeking. Okay, you never we can there's if you can imagine, if you can picture this, there's two pillars. Okay, there's one pillar is your personal development. There is another pillar which is your marketing, the strategies, the the how to, all the nitty gritty stuff. Okay, and if you don't have, if you take this one pillar off, or if you take it down, right, the personal development pillar, you can work, you can work your butt off. You can work until you're blue in the face on this marketing stuff, and you're gonna be, if you make a few bucks here, it's gonna be gone, next month or whatever, and you will always be spinning your wheels. You will always have to struggle. You will always be frustrated in your business. You will always have things happening to you that you will be like, man, you will have a miserable life. Okay. And I'm telling you this from my experience, folks. And I'm telling you this from what my mentors taught me. Okay, and I lived it. All right, and I am not teaching you theory. I'm not the guy who's going to teach you theories here. I'm going to tell you what helped me personally, and not only me. You guys have seen Paulo Barroso on stage in Denver. A lot of you, right? And he was referring to going through the 30-day program, the first one, the version 1 that we had available in one of the other programs that we had, right? Now this one is actually a lot more elaborate. This one is actually a lot better. Okay, so step number 1 is you have to have the reason why you're gonna do this. Okay, now the reason why you're gonna do this is not so you can make a buck, because that's your surface desire. That's your thing. That's that shallow thinking. That's that shell. But here is what most marketers don't understand, and because they don't understand this, they are mediocre. Okay, folks, for me personally, I'm any promotion, anything that anything that I launch or whatever, right? I'm doing this with an intention. The reason why is because I believe in my heart of hearts, in my mind, in my soul, I believe that with what I will do, okay, what I'm going to do, and the reason I'm doing this is it will help, it will transfer, it will change somebody's life. Okay, it will help to change somebody's life. Okay, guys. Now, the money. A lot of us we're thinking about the money part, but if you do this with an intention, I'm telling you, some of you guys will not get it. Okay, some of you guys will listen to me with your arms crossed right now, and you will be like, Vic, tell me the real secret, man. Okay, guys, I'm telling you, you will be wealthy beyond your wildest dreams if you just let go of the money, and if you start treating this program like like your entire future is dependent on it. Okay, and with an intention that, you know what, I'm going to do this to change my life, and then I'm going to promote this like this is the only thing that's out there that can change that other person's life. Does that make sense? So step number 1 is you have the reason why you're going to create an explosion, why you're going to create a promotion in your business. Okay, that bigger reason for me personally always has been, that I'm going to change somebody's life. Okay, I'm going to change the direction that the paradigm for somebody. Right, I'm gonna help somebody get better results. I'm going to help somebody become better. Okay, now something else you need to realize when you do that is you need to realize, guys, how powerful you, my friend, are. Do you realize how powerful you are? Here is what I see, okay, and here is what you don't. Some of you guys, I know this, I can feel this, I can feel this through the energy of this in this webinar, right? Some of you guys think that you're just this little guy who doesn't know much, who's been struggling your entire life. Maybe you have been working the job that you hated for the last 20 years or 10 years or whatever the case is, and you're thinking, who am I, to do something big in this industry? Who am I to do something worthwhile? Who am I to do something significant? I'm just gonna be there. I just want to feed my family and then, make an extra $200 a month or a week or whatever the case is, right? I'm gonna be happy. Okay. realize that you have the power, you have the ability, you have the uniqueness, you have the magnificence, okay, you can do something that other people cannot do in this industry. Okay, folks, there are some things that I can do that, you know, other people can't do. You know what? There are some things that you can do that I cannot do, that nobody else in this industry can do but you. You were put on this planet for a reason. You were put on this planet, and you know what needed to happen for you to be here? You know, I don't believe in coincidences, folks. I don't believe in accidents. I don't believe in just things happening for just random reasons, right? Guys, I believe there is a reason for every single thing that's happening in your life, okay? That's just my personal belief, right? And so when I decide to do something, when you decide to do something, when you got started in this business, if there is one thing I can inject into you, okay, if that's, you know, if you can imagine that, right? Guys, if there is one thing that I can give you, okay, and if there is one thing that you can hang on to, and as you're building your business, you just hang on to this one thing, and that's belief. That's belief in the ability that you have as a person to influence another person and to make a bigger impact for another person through you, by being unique, okay, by being who you are, by being passionate about what you do. Now, how do you do that is a question, right? Vic, how do I do that? I'm just getting started. I'm just getting my stuff together. I'm just setting up my website. How do I do that? Folks, you do that by, number one, by using and going through the program like your life depended on it. Okay? Now, guys, I'm gonna start. You know, I will start telling you guys some things that maybe it's gonna be. It might sound harsh to some of you. Okay? Maybe it's gonna sound like, you know, Vic, you don't care. I care about every single one of you. I want you to be on stage in Empower Network. And you deserve to be. You need to be on stage with Empower Network. You need to be there. You need to be getting your check. You need to be up there getting your check. Okay, guys, you need to have that vision that you created. If you're going through the 30-day program, day one you created your vision, right? You deserve that. Okay. If you're not in a 30-day program, I'm telling you right now, my friend, if you were my brother, if you were my sister, if you were my, if you were like somebody who I can just come up and just tell you like it is, okay, without, worrying about hurting your feelings or whatever, I'm going to tell you this. You need to go through the 30-day program, okay? You need to get there and at least go through the first 10 days as soon as possible. Over the next 10 days, you need to go through the next 10 days, okay? It's going to do two things for you. Number one is going to, you will start see, but by the time you get done through, by the time you get done with the first 10 days, guys, you will completely have your paradigm shifted, okay? Completely. I'm telling you, completely shifted, okay? You will have a huge advantage over people who are not at that level. You will have a huge advantage over people who don't have the information that you have, okay? Now, and when you do your promotions, folks, you will be doing those promotions, you will be doing your marketing from a totally different perspective, okay? Everybody's doing their marketing from, from this direction. You'll be doing your marketing from this direction. Totally different directions, okay? Now, on a surface level, guys, listen, the reason I'm telling you all this, okay, is because I have learned the laws of success, and there are some laws that you need to know, okay, and you learn them in the 30-day program, okay, in the 30-day program, you learn them. First 10 days, that's all about the laws of success, okay, that's playing by the rules, playing by the laws of success. My friends, how can I go out there and I can, and earn 700,000 in 28 days, right? Seems like on the surface, seems like, Vic is just doing a regular promotion, right? That, everybody else is doing out there, right? Seems like I'm not doing anything special, but folks, I play by the laws of success. You know what I mean? And unless you understand the laws of success, you will not understand what we're doing. You will not understand how Paulo Barroso also is, has earned over 250,000 or whatever the amount he's earned over the last 7 months. Okay, is because this guy has been playing by the laws of success. Okay, now you can play by the laws of success, and you have a huge advantage over everybody else in Empower Network. Guys, I'm fired up about this because I know that when you make a decision, when our people, when you listening to my voice tonight make a decision to take advantage of everything you have available to you inside of the Big Idea Mastermind, especially the 30 days to 10K program, folks, you will be unstoppable. You'll be on stage out there. Okay, so moving on. So your big reason why, okay, why are you gonna do this? Again, believe that you're gonna change somebody's life. Believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities because you are unique, my friend. I happen to believe in God, and I believe that we're there is no two people. Think about it. There is no two people on the planet Earth with the same fingerprint. No two people. You, my friend, are unique, and you have to start realizing your ability. You have to start realizing your uniqueness and your magnificence. Okay, because when you look at people, when you see yourself as somebody who is unique, somebody who is not like everybody else, somebody who is not typical. Guys, we're not typical. We're all individual, but we're not typical. Okay, when you see yourself as such, and then when you talk to another person, when you see, when you talk to your prospects, when you're doing your promotions, folks, you are talking to them on a different level, subconsciously. You're talking to them on a different level, emotionally and mentally, and they will not see it on a surface level, but they will feel it on a deep subconscious level, and you'll be able to influence them on the subconscious level. Deep stuff, I understand. Okay. It's going through some of your heads right now, but you might need to watch the recording of it, okay? But I'm telling you, for those of you guys who understand what I'm telling you, okay, this stuff is really, really, really powerful, okay? So thing number two, okay? Thing number two, you may want to write this down. You need to decide that you're going to be more inspiring, okay? You need to decide that you're going to be more inspiring in your business. Why is that important, okay? Why is being inspiring more important in your business, right? Guys, it's important because people are sick and tired of the doom and gloom. People are sick and tired of just listening to other marketers who are just average Joes out there trying to blow smoke up people's ears. You know what I mean? Your business will change when you decide consciously that you will be more inspiring. How do you become more inspiring? Simple, my friend. You get fired up yourself. You get fired up about what you're doing yourself, okay? Some people, I just met some people in Las Vegas from Big Idea Mastermind, right? We allowed everybody to get there, even if they're not Diamond member, okay? When you speak to people from the passion that's burning on the inside of you, all right, for this business, and again, it can be this, what Big Idea Mastermind and Power Network, okay? Or if you don't resonate 1,000% with what we do, find something that you can resonate with, okay? Find something else, but it has to come from the inside, folks, all right? It has to come from the inside. Then you build your buzz, okay? You build your buzz by telling people that, hey, on this date, I'm going to have something incredible. I'm going to do something very special. I'm going to do something, like an event. And usually, the best thing to do is like a Google Hangout or a webinar or something, right? Okay. And then last one, which is step number 5, right, is you actually do your event and you give people, again, you inspire people. You sell not from the, bells and whistles of the product. That's important, okay? But you sell from the standpoint and from the perspective of, hey, that person needs it. Okay, if they don't get it, I'm actually doing them a disservice. If you have that passion, if you have that commitment, if you have that that confidence, that listen, if you don't get, listen, I'm telling you right now, if you don't get the 30 days to 10K program, you're doing yourself a disservice. And if I cannot convince you to get that, right, I'm doing you a disservice. Okay, I am that confident in the program. Because that's how I got my start. Right? That's one of the things that I've gone through, right, that have impacted me the most in the business. Okay, that's one thing that one of the biggest, probably the biggest things that anybody who have the top income earners right now with Big Idea Mastermind, the Paulo Barrosos and the 20 Profits and people who who you see at the top, right, making money, right, guys, I'll tell you, it's one of the biggest things that allowed them to break through, okay? But getting the program is one thing. Going through the program is another thing, okay? Got to commit it. You got to be committed, okay? Go through the program. So when you do your event, okay, 80% inspiration, motivation, 20%, here's what it is. Okay? That's basically the formula that I follow. Now, here's what I was thinking. I am thinking about, my mind goes, okay, so the Empower Network is launching sometime at the end of September. Okay? Between now and end of September, about a month, okay, we have a prime opportunity. This is the best timing possible. Folks, hear me out. The best timing possible for you and I to prepare ourselves to be positioned for the big, huge explosion. Why am I saying this? Guys, because they're opening the doors to the entire planet. They're opening the doors with a product, with a system that anybody who's doing anything with business, chiropractors, okay, massage therapists, personal trainers, dog trainers, flower shop owners, mama and papa, the gas station owners, I mean, guys, everybody will need it. Everybody will need it, okay? You need to be positioned to earn commissions, okay? You need to be positioned and be prepared, because the person who is going to be the most prepared, the person who is going to be the most confident, is going to be the person who is going to make the most out of this opportunity. Is going to be the person who is going to be at the top of this wave. Is going to be the person who will capitalize, right? And then everybody's going to look at them and say, well, he or she is lucky. No luck. It's success by design, okay? So what do we do? Here's what I thought. I thought, well, my intention with Big Idea Mastermind was to create the richest group from the very beginning. Still is. Whether you're going to participate or not, we're going to do it. Okay? Guys, we're going to help people. I can see it crystal clear. And that's what fires me up. That's what keeps me going. Okay? We're going to help people earning $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 per month with Big Idea Mastermind. No other teams will have what we have. No other teams will have as many success stories as we have with Big Idea Mastermind. Watch. Okay? We're going to have that. Okay? It's no if, it's no maybe, it's done. Right? I just don't know who it's going to be. Okay? I just don't know if it's going to be you or if it's going to be the, it's going to be somebody else. Your fellow member with Big Idea Mastermind. Here's one thing that I do know, however, my friend. Okay, and I'm telling you this like it is. Okay, I'm telling you not because maybe you want to hear this or maybe you don't want to hear this. I'm telling you what will help you get there. Okay, ready for it? My friend, you need to be positioned as a diamond member of Big Idea Mastermind. Okay, you need to go through the 30 days to 10K program at least for the first 10 days, minimum. Okay, between now and the next 10 days, because here's what I think we're gonna do. Okay, here's how I think I can help you. I'm at the level to where I don't have to worry about my income. Okay, I literally don't have to worry about my income. A lot of you guys, we have almost 600 people, or almost 700 people in the room right now listening to my voice. Folks, 90% of you, you're not even directly in my downline. Okay, there is no financial incentive, there is no financial commitment for me from me to you, or from you to me, right? In doing this. Okay, I'm not telling you this. I don't want you to think that, well, Vic is doing this because there's some kind of, he's got something else in mind. No, I'm telling you this because I know, and I know the power. I know how powerful the program is, and I know what it will do for you when you actually make a decision tonight to go through it. Okay, start going through it as if your life depended on it. Okay, no skipping steps, no cheating. Like, seriously, you say to yourself, no, I'm either going to do this, I'm going to die trying, this is it, this is my success road right here, I'm going to take it. Okay, my friend, you want to be a diamond. Okay, you need to be diamond. Here's why. Because number one is your belief in the program is gonna skyrocket. Okay, if you actually take the program and if you actually go through the program, you don't need to worry about anything else. Listen, guys, I made over $2 million in just like 7 months. Okay, guys, money becomes secondary thing once you start having it. Okay, but you know what? The best thing you can do for yourself, for your family, okay, the best thing you can do for yourself as a human being is get yourself to the level to where you don't have to worry about the financial stuff, and you start worrying about how can I help my members become more successful. And there are certain steps if you can imagine, this is like the success ladder. Okay, the success ladder. Most people, 90%, 99% of people in our industry, in the world, okay, they're trying to climb this success ladder. Most of them are at the bottom. Okay, step 1, step 2. Okay, very, very few of them decide to climb up. Okay, now they think it might be dangerous. Okay, they think that I might be afraid of heights. I might be afraid of the unknown. What's going to happen if I climb up to to the step number 5 or 10 or 15, right? Very, very, very few people decide, you know what, I'm going to go to the top, and as I'm going to the top, I'm not going to look to the sides, because as soon as you start looking to the sides, right, guess what? The higher you go, the scarier the thing gets, right? When you have a direction you're going, which is top, in your business, my friend, you cannot look to the sides. You cannot look at the other stuff that's going around. You cannot look at the other lunches that's going around. You got to be focused, and that's why with me, it's all or nothing. You're gonna either do this, and you're gonna commit to it, or don't even bother. Okay, because you might make a few bucks here and there. Okay, but my friends, when you get to the level to where you are literally transforming people's lives, and you are responsible for making a huge impact in somebody's life, man, that's when you really start to live life. When you help people come to you, and Paulo Barroso starts to experience this. He didn't. I don't know if he actually believed me when I was telling him that in the beginning, right? But Paulo Barroso now comes to me, and he's like, dude, Vic, I have my member, my members earning $20,000 per month. That's awesome. He's not talking about his income anymore. He's more fired up about his team member earning $20,000 per month than him earning $80,000, whatever the case is. for him. Okay? Guys, that's when you start living, and that's where I want you to be. Okay? As a member of Big Idea Mastermind, I don't want this to be like another program or another just everyday or just ordinary, just another company that's out there. Guys, I want us to be united with one vision. I want you and me, right? I want our team members. I want Big Idea, the BIMers. I want us to make a big difference in the world. Folks, how we do that is there are certain steps we need to take, and I want you to make a commitment tonight to get to the top, right? To get to the top, because A, you can. B, you really need to be there because it's really, really cool to be at the top, all right? Make a decision. Just make a decision to be there, okay, no matter what. Now, here's what we're going to do, okay? Next week, I'm going to pull up this calendar here. Hold on one sec here. I've got some ideas that I think you guys will be quite excited about. Let me know when you guys can see my when you can type. Give me a quick Y so I know that the thing is not frozen or anything. All right, awesome, cool. I'm gonna show you guys something.